Energetic cleanse. Yes, ma'am. Tracy's an RN, working in the ER in a smaller hospital, and it was older, like 1920s. We refused to go to the basement at night, but the stories that were told, Jesus, take the wheel. Oh my God. Gross. Yeah, it really is, Dorothy. Really very important. But yeah, something about like, frequency, Brenda. Something about like a frequency they're hitting with that song. I don't need a thing. I sent a letter to you. Right? I don't know what it is. Dreams come true.
Labour government promised to bring trams to Leeds. Tracy...
Since I moved here, I've probably, out of 365 days, I've probably drank about 340 of them. I can guarantee you I have wasted a lot of fucking money on drinking. I can show you my fucking skip the dishes history, and you'll see how many days I fucking order alcohol, or I go on my scooter to go get alcohol. I can show you. I'd be rich by now. I could have paid for my trip 6 times. You know? So anyways, so I guess I sat in that meeting and I listened to this one girl speak, and she was talking about how she didn't drink during the week. She called us a functioning alcoholic. A functioning alcoholic. That's what I call myself, a functioning alcoholic, and I call Katie a functioning alcoholic too, because she still has a house. She still has, like, you know, things for herself, right? That, you know, she's still functioning. Whereas, you know, the other ones that you see, they're all on the streets or whatever, and sleeping on people's couches and just don't have anything going for themselves, right? So I didn't even know that existed. I didn't know. So she was sitting there talking. This lady at the meeting was sitting there talking about how she didn't drink during the week. She only drank on the weekends. And her drinking started out with having a couple drinks. I would set limits for myself. I would be like, I'm gonna have 3 drinks and that's it. And I even got to the point where I told the bartender 3 drinks and then I'm done, because at 3 drinks I feel fine. I'm fine. But then for something kicks in my fucking head, my alcoholic head, and says, no, you can have 1 more, you're fine. Or you can do this, you're fine. You can do that, you're fine. And then I would just tell the bartender, no, okay, I'll have another one. Or I would get other people, I would give my money to other people to go buy me the drinks. And he knew it was me because I was the only one in there drinking those drinks. Right? You know, I've talked to him since, you know, he's like, I knew the drinks for you, but I'm a bartender, it's my job, right? It's not like you were being overserved. You weren't being overserved. You were just, you know, you weren't being overserved. Because being overserved is when someone's had like a lot and can't even walk and those things, right? But I put a limit on myself, and anyways, and then like I said, those were the types of things I would do, but I couldn't stop once I started, right? I could go a week, no drinking, fine, but then when I would have a drink, I couldn't stop drinking. I would have to get so drunk that, you know, and I would complain, because at the time, I would complain that I couldn't taste the alcohol, and I would go and complain to the bartender, I can't taste the alcohol, and he's like, that's because you're drunk, you can't taste it. Do you know what I mean? So that was then. Then I decided to quit, so I quit. I quit for 7 years, and it was easy to quit back then, I'll tell you, because back then I had the week. I would have a week in between where I didn't drink, and then I would only drink on the weekends, right? So that was then. Then they call it going back out. Then, before COVID hit, I decided to start drinking, or when COVID hit, I decided to start that it was okay to start drinking again, because I could have it under control this time, because I really wasn't that bad of an alcoholic. So I could, You know, even my mom, like when she came to my first year cake, she's like, I didn't even know you were an alcoholic. I had no idea. I'm like, really, Mom? Because I remember driving my car and parking sideways on your lawn one day at 4 a.m. and making crepes for you. Don't you remember that day when you woke up and I made crepes for you? And my car was parked sideways on your driveway and into the lawn? She's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. You think that's normal? That's not normal. Right? I said, just, you know, like, anyways, so then when I started drinking again, it got bad because COVID, there's nothing else to do but drink. That was it. Couldn't go out anywhere, couldn't do anything. So we would have those house party things, those house party video chats with me and my friends and my family. And what we would do is we would have like these house parties, and then I would have different groups of people that I would, you know, slowly, there's more people. Okay, let's go on a house party. Let's go on a house party. And it was becoming 3 days a week, 4 days a week, 5 days a week, right? And then it slowed down after we were able to go out and do things. And then I found that, you know, once I moved here, it's gotten really bad for me. So, and I don't want to drink anymore, because I mean, like, you know, I'm already like fucking almost gonna be 50 years old here, and let's face it, I'm not skinny. It's not a good idea to keep drinking. You know, it's hard on my heart. I'm already, you know, heavy, and that's already hard on my heart. So having drinks, you know, just, it doesn't help, right? So anyways, I don't want to drink anymore, you know? I have 2 days now. I didn't drink the day before yesterday, and I didn't drink last night either, so I'm going to try not to drink today. I already have a food addiction, so got to try and conquer that next. I know I am. I'm trying not to look at the screen because I'm trying to stay on track to what I'm saying, because I get distracted easily. My thing is that I'm okay during the day. Like, I'm not a day drinker. I can't, like, and because of my gastric bypass, if I eat something, I can't drink right away anyways. So that's why I cooked last night, and that's why I ate last night as well, is because I knew if I ate, I wasn't gonna want to drink. I would just want to go and chill out. And that's gonna be something for me that I struggle with now, is choosing the right thing to eat, right? So, yeah, I got a lot of work to do. And I find, like, this might sound stupid or whatever, but I find, like, the AA meetings are so cliche. Everybody talks in riddles, and everybody talks in, like, sayings, and, ooh, one day at a time, you got this, and, like, you know, like, they all talk in riddles and stuff, and it's always the same thing that they're saying in there, and I roll my eyes, because I'm like, I don't want to hear it, you know? I love the people that go there, don't get me wrong, and I love the fact that they're doing something good for themselves, but those sayings and stuff, you know, I don't know. Like, even like the 7 years that I had, I only went the first 4 years to AA, and then the last 3 I didn't go. I didn't go because I got tired of it. And I'm not saying anything bad about it, just for me, like, I get kind of like, so the same shit all the time. Yeah, but it's the same thing, right? I don't know. I just know that, like, also for myself, if I'm around somebody that's drinking a lot, I'm gonna want to drink more too. So if she's still drinking and I'm trying not to drink, that's not gonna be good for me. So I gotta watch out for myself too, right? I know she wants to quit though. Like I believe she does. She's tired of it. I mean, look what happened last night when she fell down. She says, I can't do this anymore. I can't. You know, I feel bad for her. That looked like it fucking hurt. And then how dare you, whoever fucking reposted her, how dare you repost her falling down? That's totally fucking, you're disgusting for doing that to her. When I went in there right after she fell, because I saw her fall from the For You page, I went in there and I said, I hope that nobody reposts this. And everyone said, no, the haters already turned their live off, but somebody saw it apparently. Somebody saw it. Of course it's on Reddit. Of course it is. Yeah, well, she could have totally knocked herself out. And then who would post that? That's just like, you know, TMZ posting when somebody OD'd, like a celebrity OD'd or whatever, then posting it. Like, why do you want to gain off of someone's misfortune? Somebody falls down and hurts themselves, you know? Like, don't repost that shit. They're already embarrassed as it is that they did it and it was on camera. Like, why do you gotta fucking repost it? Rub it right in. Right? It's terrible. No, they are mean. They are mean. They're mean girls. That's what they are. Anyways. I'm not into here to talk about Katie. I'm here because I just want to hang out and chill. And I'm just trying to tell you guys my alcohol problem, like where it stems from and how bad it is for me, and my rock bottom might not be someone else's rock bottom, right? But for me, like, I don't want to lose the place I'm living at. I don't want to lose my animals. I don't want to lose, you know, anything in my life that I have. I barely have anything anyways, but, you know. I don't care what anybody says either. They can repost this shit and fucking say whatever the fuck they want, but I'm being honest. And right now, I don't want to travel if I don't have a fucking pot to piss in. I don't want to travel right now. And I don't want to rely on other people to pay for my travels. When I have enough money, I will go on a trip and I will go see her and whatever. I don't want to rely on anybody for anything. I can do it on my own. I've always been that way. And I'm sure she'll refund everybody. I know she will. I'll just wait a little bit. Yeah, it's just not a good time. Exactly. And the closer we get to Christmas, the more expensive the plane tickets get anyways. So, no. I like the idea of going and hanging out with her, though. I really do. Because she's fun, right? But not right now. I gotta save my money. Yeah, that's another thing is what am I doing to my fucking organs, my liver, all that shit. Yeah. I wasn't nervous to go. I was excited to go. Because, like, you know, like, we're both crazy people. And we both could have so much fun together. But, you know, I just have to rethink things. Sometimes I make decisions in haste. I really do. I make decisions to do things and I don't think things through sometimes. Because in the moment, everything sounded so good. And I'm like, yeah, let's do it. And then I'm like, no, I gotta think about this rationally, right? And we can just have Christmas online. It's okay. We can do Christmas like a TikTok Christmas. Yeah. I'm the worst for making stupid decisions. And maybe I'll wait till, like I said, like even like June or something when She is a sweetheart, yes. Maybe in June. We'll just wait till June, and then I'll drive down. And then that way, you know, it's cheaper. I can just go and not have to worry about Maggie too, because that's another thing, is that the connecting flight would be with Delta, and Maggie's not registered with Delta, and I don't know if that would fly. Yeah, then I know the roads are good too, yeah. A TikTok Christmas, yeah. "24 people are watching from the outside. Come in and say hi. Don't be shy." I can see, by the way, because it says invite so and so to come in, and yeah, I can see who's peeking. Just saying. Have a good day. Hi. There's tons of AA groups to go to, but I think I just need to get my head out of my ass and go, to be honest. I always feel embarrassed walking in those rooms for the first time, because I've done it. I've done it. I think 4 times. I've gone back I've done it like 4 times. It's been like, hi, I have 24 hours. All right, now what do I have now? 36 hours almost. It is embarrassing though. It's a little embarrassing. It's 1:25. 1:25 p.m., girl. They do have AA meetings online, but I would get distracted at home. I would pull out my other phone and start looking at it. I need to be in person. My foot's okay. I'm going to physio right now again today because it's been bothering me a little bit. It's okay though. So this time around, since January, like I said, out of the 365 days, let's just say it's been a whole year, I probably drank 340 of it. Or maybe more, 350. Oh shit, it's a lot of surgeries. Oh no, it's a coffee shop. Yeah. Sorry. You know, I'm not like, okay, I don't know how some people do 9-to-5 jobs. Like, I'm not a 9-to-5er, and I never have been. Like, I have a really hard time following through with things for a long period of time. I get bored, you know? Yeah. I need to find a rich man to just be a fucking housewife. My problem is I don't put up with shit from men, so I put up with it for so long, and then, you know, no, I haven't. Hey, Lisa. Not do 9-to-5, yeah. I lose interest. Yeah. The only work I really enjoyed was when I was working with high-risk youth. And the one girl that I worked with, so I was a parent, the role was called parent counselor. And it was called parent counselor. And so that was just the role. I wasn't a counselor, trust me. I go to a meeting, but I don't want to go alone. I get embarrassed because I'm worst drunk. See? But you're not though, Katie. You're not the worst drunk. You're not. Trust me. People on this, like, you're not the worst drunk. This is what I was just saying, is that there's different levels of alcoholism, different levels of people's rock bottoms. Your rock bottom might be now. And there's some people that they end up on the street or living under a bridge drinking out of a paper bag. That's their rock bottom, or maybe they don't make it and they end up passing from it, right? You're not. I know, but you know what? Like, they have online meetings, they said. Like, we can go to an online meeting together. That's the cool thing. They have Zoom meetings. We could do that together. We could just go to the same one. We could say, okay, let's go to this Zoom meeting together at this time. Even if you just go, if we just join one of the meetings together, I think we could do that. Even if you don't stop drinking that day, just go and just start listening to what people say. I don't know. I don't even think you have to have your camera on if you go to the online Zoom meetings. I wish I lived closer, because I would go there and we could stop together. We could do it together. Like, and you know, everybody's alcoholism is different. Like, my story is not the same as yours. My level of drinking is not the same as yours. Mine was getting there though. The alcohol is freaking, it's so, it fucks with your head, you know? It totally fucks with your head, because during the day you're fine, and then there's just that one certain point at the night, and I don't know how to explain what a craving feels like. I know, don't worry. I know it's embarrassing. Trust me, I know I've had many embarrassing moments. Trust me. I have, you know, like some videos that I've watched of myself from my own live that I've saved, and I'm slurring so bad, and I'm like, oh my God. It's hard when you're alone, yeah. Yeah, I've got places to go, and I've got friends to go and hang out with and stuff, but really, like, in the comfort of your own home, it's different. Yeah, I've got friends that I've lost to like that, Lisa. Walking into the meetings for the first time is the hardest thing to do. The hardest thing is to walk in there for the first time, even if you just, let's say that you quit for a month and then you went back out again, and then you decided that you wanted to go back in again. Do you know how fucking hard that is, and how shameful you feel? Like, it's hard. If you find a good meeting that has good women in it, and they like when I was in Chilliwack, when I went back, I tried to go back last year when I was there. I tried to go back, and I found, for me, like, when I need help the most is at nighttime. Like, I need help the most after the liquor store's closed. I need to be able to call somebody. And every time I called somebody, nobody fucking answered their phone. And I thought, well, whatever. I can just go to the fucking casino and go drink because they're serving till 2, right? It's hard. And then, you know, we need, like, alcoholics need each other to get each other sober. I don't care what anybody says, because we need to be able to hear positive words and things like that. And if nobody fucking answers the phone, you know, they say that picking up the phone is the hardest thing as well. The phone feels like it's 500 pounds. You can't pick it up sometimes, because then you got to tell somebody about yourself. You got to explain things, what's going on, backstory. And when you're fucking craving something, you don't want to be doing that. You just want somebody just to understand, and that's it. That's me anyways. You fell into the lawnmower. You fell into the lawn, and you laid there for a bit too. And it was a hard fall. I think you tripped on your fucking flip-flop. Royal was right there. I think what you were doing is that you were trying to get around the chair, and Royal was there too, and he kind of was in your face, and then I think you tripped on your flip-flop. You went down fucking hard.
The caramel's sweeter. The sugar-free caramel is sweeter than the regular caramel.
Sugar-free caramel is sweeter. So which one is which one?
The one with the acid sugar-free caramel.
Regular.
You better not be serving sugar-free caramel without giving it to me. Yeah, you fell, like your head fell against the lawnmower. Yeah, I was on my live and she fell, and I left my live to go and make sure she was okay. I'm fine. All I said was, that's gonna fucking hurt tomorrow. And if she's feeling it tonight, it's gonna hurt really bad tomorrow. No. Yeah, you must have, because you fell into the lawnmower. Your head landed right at the lawnmower, so you must have hit it on the lawnmower. I know, you know what though? I know it's embarrassing. I know it is. But you know what? Honestly, the people that care about you don't care about that. They just want to make sure you're okay. They don't care about you falling. They just want to make sure you're okay. You know what I mean? Like, the people that care. Yeah, and you got up and you went inside and you relaxed on the couch, and then some idiot called police on you, and we were all saying, don't call, she's fine. You're breathing, you were fine.